Hey guys, your boy TJ here, Tom Reisenthal. We're coming at you with a little bit of this. We are in the second season of The Young Pope, and this is episode 4. Shut the fuck up! Episode 2, season 1 of The Young, episode 4, season 2. New Pope, starring John Malkovich and Jude Law. Directed by Paolo Sorrentino. So we'll dive right into it. You can check out our recaps for episodes 1, 2, and 3 on our channel. And tune in later to, hear more about this big plot twist. And, we're still waiting on the test results to see if I have AIDS. But stay tuned. I'll fill you in a little bit more on that. So, what did you think about the beginning of the show, Nick?
I was actually pleasantly surprised with Marilyn Manson guest starring.
Appreciate that.
I always think of her as sort of being a reclusive person, Marilyn Manson. It was nice to see her, and of course, she told Brannox that to go see Lenny.
Have you gone to visit him? Who? The Pope in a coma.
Or as I like to call him, Leo, as he's generally referred to, Leo. And then we had some more things going on with so of course there was Marilyn Manson. Always nice to see her and things. There was the Voiello. He was doing some things with the nuns, and then Guterres. What did there were a lot of boobies in this episode.
Yeah, there were. I was kind of shocked, honestly, by the amount of female breasts exposed in this episode. When I think of a show about the Pope, I think of something a little bit more innocent, a little bit more docile, something you could show maybe at Sunday school.
Yeah. At my I'm usually at my local Sunday school. I'm usually the one who's in charge of tending to the kids, and I thought, hey, if they're gonna watch a godly show, I still haven't seen the new episode of The Young Pope. I'll just watch that in here, and they can watch it and learn about God. But there were titties very early on in the episode, and season 1 of this show with Leo made me turned me into a Catholic, but now I'm having second doubts.
Yeah.
Because Leo didn't like the gays and shit. But now I don't really know what Brannox wants to do with it. I mean, but I'm really not okay with that.
And I was shocked. Speaking of the gays, Guterres, it turned out he was gay. In this episode, which shocked me. He was with that other gay man in that gay bar.
Absolutely.
And, what are they doing?
It's not very so. Yeah. So I mean, I always thought that this show would be good for Sunday school, but it looks like kids are finding out that thing not quite as holy as it seems in the world of the Catholic Church.
Which is shocking, I should say.
Yeah. Shocking. We're also sort of delving in. Brannox, Brannox, who is he's the new young pope. He's a little older than the last young pope, but he is the new young pope. I guess his old friend molested kids, or that was sort of what it was hinting at.
Maybe it was while Brannox was King of England.
Yeah, it might have been
Pope now.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll get into the very interesting sort of ramifications that you're both the king of England of of England. You know, we see flashbacks of him in Buckingham Palace.
Adam, I let our family die. Nothing else matters.
And you're the Pope, so there's an interesting thing going on there. But I want to do a little self-promotion here, because if you're interested in pedophiles, you should check out one of our videos a few times ago where I contacted Jeffrey Epstein and I found out that he is in fact alive. So maybe on the next recap we'll see what he thinks about this. I'll call him again. But very, very interesting things going on there. So yeah, Brannox is obviously the king of England. He talks to Meghan Markle. You know, he talks about her a lot. So
who's like his stepsister or something like
yeah,
that.
or like
yeah.
Great aunt or whatever.
One of those.
So it's very interesting, and I don't know if they made this show before Brexit, but when you think about it, now think about this: he can't go back to England now because of Brexit.
Oh yeah, he's stuck in Italy.
He's stuck in Italy because of Brexit. You know, and this is why the British should have voted Mr. Jeremy Corbyn into to be the new president, because you know he would have stopped this Brexit thing. And now the show doesn't make much sense anymore because I'm constantly like, Brannox is never going to be able to go home and be king again because of Brexit.
I think he talks about Brexit in the show.
Yeah, and so
he didn't like it. He said he didn't like it.
If Meghan wants to go back to the United States, she can't because of Brexit, and that's really why the British people should have voted for Mr. Jeremy Corbyn, because he would have stopped all this. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I don't want this show to get political, you know. But sometimes when you're reviewing episodes of The Young Pope, it's going to get a little political. So final thoughts.
So at the ending, they hinted that Larry was going to come back to life, but he didn't.
Yeah. His head, Leo's head, just sort of It's Lenny. It's Lenny, but we call him Leo.
Sure?
Yeah. So his actual name is Leonardo. Some people call him Lenny. Some people call him Leo. Leonardo Bellardo.
Lenny, Larry. I mean,
it's
a mistake.
Could
have sworn it was Larry.
You know, I don't want to get too sexual here, but what about those dancing nuns?
I mean, frankly, I thought the nuns were hot, but I also thought most of the women in the show were hot.
What makes the nun more attractive? Here's an interesting thought.
I mean, if we were to dive into this, I would say it has something to do with the leaving it to the imagination aspect of the nuns covering most of their entire body. I believe 95% of the nun's body is totally secret her entire life.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to, you know, we're sort of delving into sex. By the way, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece episode. The best episode of television I've ever seen. What would you rate it?
If Larry had come back at the end,
give me a fucking
I would
number.
give it a 10.
Give me a number. Just give me a number. I didn't fucking.
I'm gonna give it.
We're done. I asked you my final thoughts already. Give me
9.
Give me a number.
5.
9.5, everybody. Anyway,
averages out to 9.75.
I went swimming in my local pool at this apartment complex. It's obviously an indoor pool. It's very cold right now in Missoula. But I found out that another person who had gone swimming there was HIV positive, and he had an open cut. He cut his foot in the pool, and I did not know this. So a bunch of his bloody AIDS virus blood probably seeped into my skin, into my mouth, you know, into my asshole. So I may be on my last leg. Again, I have a Venmo. If you want to send me money so I can survive HIV, that would be great. But I'm getting it tested, and this is very serious, guys. So please subscribe to my channel because it may be the only thing that lets me live. I'll see you again. I'll see you again next episode reviewing The Young Pope Season 2. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.